I have very special guests with me joining us. A very sweet couple, Sundeep Dosanjh and Sharath Ponnappa, who tied the knot very recently in the United States. Same-sex marriage. Their wedding is literally the flavor of the season, and I love that they've both joined me at the same time. Both of them, despite the the time difference, India and the United States, they've made time for me today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy to see you guys. Your wedding pictures, the videos look so beautiful. Sharath, what was the sentiment?
It's exactly what I said there. I feel it even now since I'm back on the East Coast for a little bit before I finally shift and move to Sacramento. Like I said, Sundeep takes my breath away. So every time I'm in his presence, it's what I feel. I'm incredibly proud of him, and it reiterates to me why I fell in love with him. So all of that was going through my head.
A certain section in Karnataka were very upset with the fact that you wore the Kodava attire for your wedding. Now you have nothing else to pick on. You pick on something. That's what it appears to me. What's your take on that? Controversy around your outfit, wearing a Kodava outfit.
Yeah, I think like we've both believed always, and ever since Sundeep and I have talked about the life we envision for ourselves and what kind of, how we would want to get married. It was very important for us to kind of highlight both sides of a very core part of our identities, with Sundeep being Sikh, Punjabi, and me being Coorg and Kodava. And so it was just in the flow of that the aim was to retain the spirit, to retain the custom, to retain the tradition, and to showcase it and say we are proud of who we are separately as individuals, and we want to celebrate the coming together of two different customs, which we are even more proud of.
Your wedding has made a bold statement. I mean, seldom do we see an Indian and an Indian, the same-sex marriage between two Indians is quite rare. We see an Indian and a Canadian, an Indian and a British, or Indian and Italian, but we've seldom seen an Indian same-sex. The marriage was beautiful, but this is a general sentiment. Indians would say this is not our tradition. This is not the Indian tradition, which is why you may have received that kind of flack while you took the wedding forward in such an Indian traditional manner, at least with the outfits and the whole tradition. So what would you say to them? To those who say it's not Indian culture, same-sex relationship is not Indian culture, you've probably been influenced from the West.
But which is not true. We know that same-sex relationships has been in existence for generations, for thousands of years. And, same-sex couples are, they're taking a stand. And our wedding ceremony, we invited media and, coverage of our wedding ceremonies, not for us. We invited them so we could share all of our ceremonial significance, everything that we did during our wedding ceremonies, for people that are still struggling to come out of the closet and seek acceptance from their family, their community, because everyone needs to feel like, oh, I'm not any different. Because the truth is we're not different. We are all the same. We are all human. That's all that should matter. And I encourage everyone to learn a little bit about same-sex couples and the LGBTQI plus community. Because when it comes down to it, we've all experienced discrimination, whether it's because of the quote-unquote caste system, or the religion, or the race.
Different kinds. Color.
Exactly. And we are all the same people. The only thing that should matter is that we are human and we are all trying to survive in this world.
I'd like to ask you the all-important question: where did you guys meet and eventually decided to tie the knot? I mean, that's a big decision. Same-sex marriage in India isn't accepted as yet. You all have gotten married in the United States. Take us through your journey.
So I'm going to chime in because I think Sharath would agree that I tell it the best. But we ended up meeting over Instagram, believe it or not. And I was traveling in Peru, and I took a picture on top of Machu Picchu in December 2019 around Christmas time. And Sharath was yearning to travel, and he saw my picture and he was intrigued by it. So he clicked on my profile, and then he saw the type of person I am through my Instagram posts, and he decided to follow me. So he followed me beginning around Christmas time in December, and then in mid-January, I decided to take another weekend trip up to Seattle, Washington, and I had a not so pleasant experience with the cab driver, and I posted my experience on Instagram, and it really hit home for Sharath. So he sent me a message response to what I posted, and it was a very passionate, emotional response. And when I read it, I was very impressed, and I was like, who is this guy? So then I looked at his Instagram photos and I was impressed. So I followed him back, and that's how we met, and that's how we started engaging.
So now let's try to take it from there. Sharath, was that exactly what you felt?
Yes, that was exactly what I felt. Going through his Instagram profile, the kind of person that he is, the values that he stands for, who he is to his family, his friends, it just really resonated with me, what I believed in as the philosophy of life. And I remember telling my friends that, I have this yearning to like message him. But, given the distance and given that we're on two different coasts, like, why would he engage? Like, what are the chances that, something like this could even happen?
What
but
are
when
the
I saw that,
chances y'all are married?
I know, right? It's just...
and how long were you all together? Yeah, go on.
No, I think that response to Sundeep's experience in the cab, I think, combined with my yearning to want to reach out to him because of many other reasons, I think that story gave me the reason to kind of say, okay, this is something that I deeply am passionate about as well. And it's like the universe is telling me, like, this guy is in your path. It's yours to kind of make this happen.
Pursue.
So,
I know.
I took a leap of faith, and with the purest of instincts in my heart, I was like, I am going to reach out. I'm going to say something to him. And I was so over the moon when he responded, and we just didn't stop talking.
I would still think that same-sex couples would try and give it a shot in a relationship, but actually coming down to a wedding, a one-word answer, what made you marry the man? If I can ask you, Sharath, as I wrap. Why did you think of marriage? Marriage it is. Not relationship, but actual marriage.
He's the role model of what a man should be, what a human being should be. The role model of what a human being should be.
All right, Sundeep, what about you?
Love.
That's it. I think on that note, I'm going to wrap this show. Thank you very much, both of you. All the very best.